separation between their struggles or problems or whatever celebrity issues they may be dealing with. But the one aside from Kay that I always bring up whenever I see him is that I thank him because we weren't enemies or anything. But Mr. Curtis, Jackson, wow, you know what really irritates me and makes me grind so hard? It's that when you guys think I listen to you, I don't give up because it's hard to keep up. This is a synopsis of the drama. It started when 50 Cent made a joke about Remy pulling out the block. To show that he wasn't playing around and warned legendary boxer Clarissa Shields on Instagram not to interfere with Remy's mother, telling her to keep things online and not become violent. He also brought up Remy's well-known 2007 incident in which she was imprisoned for shooting someone. Remy wasn't having it though, and she responded by sharing what she claimed to be text messages between Papoose and his purported new girlfriend, Clarissa Shields. When she shared these messages on Instagram, everything fell apart, and now Papoose is caught in the middle. His comments are all over the place, which is making things even more confusing. For example, when I woke up this morning, I noticed that Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields were arguing on Instagram. I assume Remy Ma caught Papoose and Clarissa sharing because things are becoming more complicated. She posted some texts in which Clarissa Shields seemed agitated. And then in the meantime, Papoose seemed to be playing the hero on his Instagram stories, but Remy wasn't having it, and wrote about how Clarissa and her apologetic public team had daily lies about her in an attempt to discredit her and elevate Papoose to the status of a saint. Remy even mentioned how she'd pleaded with Papoose to stop the drama, but he chose to keep quiet. She added her own thoughts to a post by captioning the picture with something like, "Papoose is acting like Clarissa was lying in my house and won't leave." Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any stranger, Remy revealed that Papoose had told her that he would never have sex with Clarissa because, well, he had his reasons, and the drama was only getting worse. Remy responded by calling Clarissa ugly, but she was immediately reassured that you're so tough that the world will notice it too. However, she didn't stay silent for long, and she retaliated by saying that a woman with 2 boyfriends being irritated with a man who has a Remy's girlfriend took offense at that. Responded, "I'm not out here jowling boyfriends. I'm a one man woman, just like I was a one husband woman, and I'm a good woman at that." She then made fun of Clarissa by saying, "Oh, and he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. It's a taker, not a giver, and I'm the one with bad luck." Remy added, "Your boyfriend is upset with me because I'm really happy, and I'm not even angry. He has repeatedly asked for a divorce and is clearly frustrated that he has finally moved on." Pooh didn't hold back when he expressed his frustration with all the back and forth. And his accusation that Remy is lying to everyone really caught attention. He claims that she is upset because he is leaving. But things took a turn for the worse when Rony claimed that Papo had threatened to call the police on her, and even accused him of Papu intervened and drastically changed the course of events by accusing him of physical assault and providing audio evidence to back up her claims. She claimed that Remy was the one who had been unfaithful and that he had been trying to divorce her for months. He then went after her on social media, turning everything upside down. At one of the events, she allegedly got hugged by Battle, who openly accused her of spending Christmas 20 with him in a rap battle. This is where Remy was last Christmas 2023. Cuddling with battle rapper Easy the Block. Now that I've moved on, she's upset and angry. Captain Pap called her out as a narcissist and said he was done being silent and making up falsehoods. But PE wasn't finished, claiming that Remy urged him to lie about knocking out Isley, which P did, and that she wanted to hide if he added that she kept pleading with him to lie about the knockout in the messages he still receives. But it doesn't matter because he didn't come back. The favor because Dawn remembers how this man held her down during some of her darkest years. Pop was a real support system for her while she was in prison, taking care of her son, visiting her frequently, and teaching everyone what it meant to ride or die, Papoose. This whole situation must have seemed like the biggest betrayal to couples we've been on for years. After all, Pat held Remy down for 6 years while she was incarcerated. So she didn't have anything to worry about because he kept everything under control when she returned home. That relationship was viewed as the pinnacle of black love and the ultimate power couple at one point. Rye even claimed to have noticed how special Papoose was. But then the shocking revelation came. Papoose allegedly discovered that the woman he had been dating for so long had gotten close to someone else. After Remy was released, it seemed as though they continued their relationship exactly where they left off. Many people admired Papoose for sticking by Remy for 6 long years and helping her get her life back on track. Rem's expression of hurt and resentment is especially clear when she describes how everything that he and she created together seems to be falling apart. What was once thought to be the ideal couple representing strength and loyalty is now unraveling the loyalty they once shared. And it seems that no one saw this chaotic end to their relationship coming. Not only must the blow have been heartbreaking, Captain, but things became even more confusing when it was revealed that Pappas had allegedly moved on with a younger woman over Christmas. Then, instead of just replying, Clarissa Shields went all out and challenged Remy to a real fight in a string of harsh posts. She didn't just trash talk, though, as she used the feud to promote her upcoming fight in Flint, Michigan, on February 2, 2025. She wasn't stopping there, though, as Clarissa also promoted her Christmas Day movie, adding, "Come get a whooping crash out versus Clarissa." The chaos unfolding has a cool yet shady vibe that fans couldn't help but notice. It's clear that Papo has finished playing nice, and some people think he's secretly enjoying all the attention, especially since the internet has been supporting him after his accusations. Let's face it, though, Remy hasn't exactly had a clean slate in the past in 2007 for those who have been with him. Some people are even starting to believe that Papoose is purposefully allowing all of this drama to occur, perhaps in order to finally end the chapter with Remy once and for all. Perhaps you are unaware that her life took a significant turn after a fallout. The drama allegedly started over $33,000 when she and her ex-friend, and Joseph got into a heated argument outside a nightclub in Manhattan, and Ma was shot in the torso. Ree thought it had been taken from her hand back in 2008. When Remy was found guilty of illegally possessing a weapon and attempting to coerce someone, the judge sentenced her to 8 years in prison, despite her constant insistence that it was an accident. What really put you there? On the Wendy Williams show, Remy boldly stated, "I didn't shoot anyone." Do you really think the judge and jury get it right every single time? No, they didn't. Fast forward to 2014, and despite serving 6 years in prison at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York, Remy came out swinging, reclaiming her position as a boss in the hip-hop industry. She can't really talk about the accident that happened, but I can say that "I was out with people" shaped her. She once told the father that, of the 15 years she's been in the rap industry, the majority were spent behind bars rather than in the free world. She claims she will never forget the horror she experienced and the people she left behind, but her struggles go beyond the shooting incidents in 2007 and 2019. Remy's outburst got her into more trouble. She was imprisoned in New York City after popular pop and romance artist Brittany Taylor claimed that Remy had attacked her during a benefit show, allegedly injuring her right eye. Ray continues to defend her version of events during the brawl that occurred in the green room at Irving Plaza after being released from jail on bond. Let me tell you the whole story. After allegedly hitting Brittany Taylor following a concert, Remy was arrested. Brittany took this seriously and went straight to the police where she was placed. She even asked for the security footage from that night. It was said that she intended to sue Remy in civil court, but Remy wasn't going to let the matter go unchecked. So she turned herself in and was charged with a misdemeanor, even if 50 Cent was only making fun of or sending out subliminal warnings. He was definitely making connections and aware of Ren's past. Let's face it, it's easy to think that she can hold her own. However, 50 years old made a joke about her 2007 incident that suggested things might get out of control. while others think he overreached himself by bringing up old grievances that are impossible to deny. Remy insisted that she was innocent. But this encounter only served to further confuse and exacerbate her already combustible past. This story is far from over. Keep checking back to see if Farai has sparked her own drama, as it seems to be much messier than everyone expected. In addition to dealing with the fallout from the fight challenge, Haureen's background gives this whole situation a deeper edge, and 50C keeps things fresh. Claire, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a like if you thought this was crazy. If you thought this was crazy, we'll be right here breaking it all down for you, and Papa will drop more bombs. She is reportedly having more trouble moving on than we initially thought after handing her marriage to a Papo descendant integrating. In addition, there are rumors that she is pregnant with his child and that her new partner is significantly younger than Remy. If that wasn't enough, there are also rumors that Remy is finding it difficult to handle this news, with some people saying that she is completely focused on Papa's new relationship. The real question is whether Remy actually threatened to pursue Papa's new love and find out if she is begging him to bring her. Remy and Papo were once thought to be the perfect couple. They weren't just another Hollywood fling for 15 years. Their love story was a brilliant example of black love and tenacity, proving that true love could endure in a field where relationships frequently end as quickly as we do. However, the most recent development in this drama involves Remy and Papoose, and it's getting more outrageous by the day. Rumor has it that Papo left after their relationship reached a breaking point, and things have only gotten worse since. It's amazing how things have changed. Papoose was a matchmaker in heaven. Their relationship wasn't just another Hollywood romance. It was a sign of devotion, perseverance, and unwavering support, especially when Papo supported Remy while she was incarcerated. In a world where celebrity couples only last a few business days together, the TikTok trend went global. They stood tall as a power couple, demonstrating that loyalty and dedication could flourish even in the spotlight. But with the recent bout, it's evident that even the strongest foundations may break many people's hearts. Fans are now struggling with the idea that their fans are in complete shock because Remy and Papoose weren't just another famous couple. They were the ones who everyone cheered for and gave hope that true love could withstand even the most trying circumstances. Remy's unwavering devotion to her was what made their relationship even more admirable, and many could only imagine how committed he was to her. This version of black love is supposedly over because Remy couldn't make it work after 15 years of some questionable choices that caused love, commitment, and what seemed to be an unbreakable bond to fall apart. Papu remained steadfast and wasn't just emotionally supportive during her entire ordeal, especially when she was sentenced to prison in 2008 for shooting someone. At one point, he even risked his own freedom to try to enter the prison using a skeleton key in order to stay close to her. When he was caught, he refused to back down, but the authorities banned him from seeing Remy for 6 months as a punishment. This didn't break him, though, because as soon as the ban was released, Papoose was back by her side. Even while Remy was still in, despite their physical separation, Papoose continued to support her in every way he could. In 2008, he proposed, and they were married, further solidifying their relationship. Their actions showed a love so deep that it seemed impossible for anything to break it. I'm not sure what commitment means, but from the beginning, after their 2008 prison wedding, when Remy still had 6 years left to serve, Papoose's unwavering devotion to him seemed to only grow stronger. The worst part is that for 6 years straight, there were no whispers of adultery about anything in Hollywood, where suspicions of adultery and scandals seemed to be as common as new songs. Papa was waiting for Remy when he finally left those prison gates, showing a level of love and loyalty that is practically unheard of in the celebrity world. He opened his arms to help her acclimate to life outside of prison, as well as to get back together. He showed that his love for her was more than just words. It was action, and their marriage flourished, increased in strength, and in 2018 they celebrated the birth of their daughter, adding another beautiful chapter to their already blended family. However, the first big red flag was that Remy didn't publicly wish Papo a happy Father's Day, which was significant because she had always praised him as a husband and father. She had a child from a previous relationship, and Papo had 3 children of his own. But they were able to make their family work perfectly because they weren't just a couple. They were a team and served as an inspiration too. After Father's Day arrived and Remy remained silent, fans who saw them as the epitome of love and loyalty were pressed by their picture-perfect family and wondered what was going on. They soon realized that Remy's silence on Father's Day was completely out of character for her, and they began to speculate. The silence only seemed to get worse. But what made things worse was Papa's response, as he didn't wait to remind himself to wish himself a happy Father's Day. The idea that Remy could hook up with Easy, the block captain behind Papa's back, was so betraying on so many levels that fans couldn't even comprehend the shock. According to street gossip, the betrayal allegedly occurred at an industry event when Papo confronted Easy. What's worse is that Remy wasn't in the picture. His caption, "Family is everything," spoke volumes. And fans immediately bombarded the comments with questions like, "Where's Remy?" Some even went so far as to say hurtful things like, "You married a woman." In an apparent attempt to hide his displeasure, Papo took to social media to deny the altercation even happened. He continued to write, "I'm not mad about rumors or false stories because I understand. But when I see people happy at the thought of something happening to me," even though he had already confronted Ed and knocked him unconscious. The internet had a field day with Ease, sprawled on the ground in front of everyone, spreading memes and jokes. When Remy Finn finally spoke up, her response was unexpected. Rather than directly addressing the cheating rumors or the alleged fight, she tweeted, "I'd like to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the fans. That's unacceptable. I don't care about anyone anymore. We are no longer friends." I realized that he was feeling something negative in an attempt to express his thoughts and the gravity of the situation. AS chose to confront Papoose immediately after he posted that real men do real things right. In an effort to put the incident behind her, Remy posted on Twitter, "I tried, and can you guys please stop with the Easy End papers? There's no place like Chrome." Right back at it. See you all in August. However, this only served to fan the flames, because anyone familiar with Papoose could see that his silence throughout. This entire situation only served to fuel the flames. Popo declined to comment, allowing the rumors to swirl and giving fans hope that there might be some truth to the rival drama. His complete silence during the explosion of rumors and accusations made things seem even more suspicious because Papa would normally have been the first to defend Remy, always standing by her side and protecting her from abuse. Fans wondered if he wasn't protecting her and if there was any truth to the adultery allegations, because silence often speaks louder than words. And this time, it certainly did. Papas would normally clarify accusations or confront those attempting to. To harm R's reputation, but this time he did nothing. His silence led people to believe that the rumors might be true because Papas had openly expressed his love for Remy and frequently praised their bond for years. As a result, when he remained silent during such a turbulent time, everyone wondered if their relationship was as strong as they believed. After a while, the drama and rumors seemed to fade as people moved on to the next Hollywood scandal. But the silence continued, and just when it seemed that everything had subsided, the rumors started to swirl once more. And this time the internet blew up with fresh allegations that Remy had blocked Pooh after cheating on him. The couple's already fragile relationship was thrust back into the spotlight, and the news quickly went viral on social media. If you've ever witnessed a rap battle, you know how intense things can get. It all began with Remy and Easy, the block cap, fighting angrily. And when he lost control, he took the microphone and dropped a bombshell. While punches were exchanged, the room went wild and the atmosphere was so charged. Fans who were already on edge from all the previous turmoil couldn't believe it, because God's delivery of the sentence gave the impression that this wasn't just a new rumor, but an open secret that people in their circle had obviously been discussing. With electricity after Remy had cheated on Papu so easily that revelation sent shockwaves through the crowd, reigniting the rumors that had been going around for weeks and making the situation even worse. What they heard for a while